I think we can get started. Everyone, let me see who's here. I can see Sanya is here, Kin, Chris, Shivani, Amna, Brian, and most probably others are on their way, right? So as usual, the masterclass will be recorded and I will be posting it through. If you are joining, okay, perfect. Hi, Rachel. You have just joined. Shishir, Elizabeth, welcome. Hi, Gary. Haven't put on recording, so I can say hi to everyone. Talia. Fantastic. I'm just going to make sure that everyone is muted and that we will have a couple of minutes towards the end to have Q&As, okay? And yes, during the session, if I'm not able to respond to your queries in the chat, please excuse me for that because I'm the one who is actually managing the whole screen and everything. So sometimes I do miss out some of the chats, but towards the end of the session, I will surely go through any questions that you have posted in the chat as well. Thank you so much for taking out time, and let's get to business. So I'm going to put this into recording mode, and let's get started. To start the session, I do respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay our respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. We extend that respect to all the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today, I have brought upon our most important and the best friends for ages, Google. And in productivity, when we're talking about productivity, I believe we'll all agree to one thing, that for so long, we all have been using Google and all the different applications of Google for somehow managing our workflows in every single way. So we're not talking about the competition between the iOS and Android platform here. We're talking about the productivity and how Google has actually been trying to transform and making our lives better and better for so long. So today's session, we are going to look at Google AI Studio. We're not touching base on the Workspace today because that's a completely separate concept, and it's going to take for a couple of sessions to go through each and every section and each and every application of Google AI as well. But today's session is mainly really focused on how, as a beginner and as a completely naive person to productivity, how we can get started. I'm going to give you some base today to build your own foundation, all right, in the next coming days, in the next coming weeks. Now, somehow you might notice, yes, I've been doing that. So it's okay if you have been doing that. If you are doing better than that, it's still fine. But we are trying to create a good understanding of what productivity is and how we can actually manage our everyday task in a better way. We're going to talk about different aspects of Google AI Studio. But to start with, I'm going to give you a quick little bit glimpse of what we're going to do today. So I'm going to quickly go through some of the sections. In today's session, we are going to look at how, with the help of Google Studio, what exactly Google Studio is, how it can help us in not just surfacing, using the surface level applications like email, calendar, drive, and other areas, but how we can actually go build in some of the things like that can really help us, like apps or tools. So Google AI has enabled the developer mode for the non-coders, and this is what we're going to look at as well. How we can actually use different apps to generate visuals, but also generate visuals in terms of images and the videos as well. Trust me, I'm not going to touch base on Nano Banana because you might already have been using Nano Banana a lot. Once again, I'm going to talk mainly about the productivity, not just talking about the prompts and how you can generate the things, because by now you have actually known it better. We're going to touch base on how you can connect workflows, how you can actually create the calendars by just doing the prompts, the appropriate prompts, how we can actually create emails, templates, also how we can actually create a proper structure for our Google Drive, and also how we can actually use some advanced prompting techniques to make our life a little bit more better. So how are we going to get started? I'm going to show you every single thing in live demo. Now, for each and everything, I'll be showing you some screen recordings, but also we'll be going through a great explanation. And once again, why I do screen recordings for sessions like this, because sometimes these servers can go ages, can take ages to generate the information. So with the time, keeping it precise, I would definitely like to go through each and everything. So as much our servers support us, okay? So start with what exactly is how we can actually navigate Google AI Studio, what's in it for us. Will also be the first app we will be working on is we'll be creating a flashcard. I just wanted to show you how you can actually build your first app. And with that particular app, I'm going to show you how you can actually create from basic to the specialized content, and definitely some adjustments on how you can connect that particular activity with other apps as well. So for that, I'll be using VO, Google VO, in adding images and also generating small video to show you how you can actually build upon your own content. Also, I've brought upon one really good concept of how you can extend some videos by using VO. And I'm going to show you display some skills in how you can add chain of thought, few short and long context when you are actually working with the prompts as well. It's also a foundational skill from prompt engineering. Then following on, we will be developing calendar, and we'll actually do a couple of things with our calendar. Along with the calendar, then I'll show you how you can actually integrate or use the calendar to create the communication, like emails. Along with the emails, how we can actually generate the templates, and along with the templates, how you can actually create how you can actually manipulate the document for creating different type of formats. So we can do a lot, but once again, with today's session, I've actually combined all these skills to bring it to make sure that you get something good out of it. So we'll get started. And the first thing first, I'll take you to the Google Studio. Now, Google Studio, all you need is you have to basically, just sign up. So it's very easy. You have to just type aistudio.google.com, or you can simply, search AI Studio, Google AI Studio on server, on the browser. It will take you over there. It's a very, very interesting interface. You just have to click on Get Started and click on As Developer. So it has an agreement as asking you. So as a developer building with Google AI Studio for professional or business purposes, of course, it's a kind of disclaimer. So you have to tick on it. I don't want to take on the marketing email. So if you want to, you can, but otherwise you can click on continue. Once you've gone inside, you pretty much see a very, very simple and easy interface, right? Where you can actually see on the side, there are the modules. And here you can see different modules that you can use. So you can see text to speech. You can see the latest Gemini 3, which has been recently launched. And also you can see different ways we can actually ask Google AI Studio to do work for us. So like vibe code, it's also an area where we can actually generate the apps, build the apps. This is where we actually build apps using no coding, just by giving the appropriate prompts, what you want to generate. Chat with models, so different models. Of course, Google has multiple models. Gemini works very well with that. And if you have been using Gemini for a while, you would know what different models are there. I'm just making sure everyone is muted. That's all. Okay. So here we go. Again, when we look at different models and different areas, now on the left-hand side in the navigation panel, you also see home, playground. Playground is where it actually allows you to develop things. Building is where you have developed a couple of things. Dashboard is where you can see all this. Now I've actually clicked and I've gone to, I'm just going to quickly go back, just simply clicked on the latest model, which is click on chat models, and we are going to do some work over here, okay? So just over here, when we are here, you can see different models over here as well, Nano Banana, Flash Latest 3, and as we all know, Google is updating their models every single day. Okay, so there's a lot coming up, but we'll see what we have available right now over here as well. You can see Gemini, live, images, video, audio, and much more. On the left-hand side, if you go at the bottom as well, can you see that API key, get API key settings? And here's my account where I've actually logged in. So just want to give you a little bit of more update on API key. When you actually try to build something on apps and when you like to deploy something, any of your projects to share or to download, you do require API keys, just like any other platforms, okay? It also allows you to integrate certain apps with different your websites. For example, if you want to integrate, just a couple of minutes ago, Jason has actually shared his website and he wants to integrate customer bots, I believe, or any AI tool. So you do require that API keys that needs to be integrated. So those are the secret keys. Just remember, never share those keys publicly with anyone. So anyways, come back here. Let's not go too much out of the scope. So what we're going to do, we are going to work on some live demonstration to see what it can do for us on different areas. Also, one more thing I want to show you on the right-hand side, which is, of course, you know, the temperature of the tonality, the language. So how do you want the Gemini to respond to you, okay? So you can actually adjust it. You can actually click on structured outputs, whatever way you want it to work for you. So basically, I'm going to click and enter in my account. And of course, you can use it for free as well, just to give you a little bit heads up until you want to deploy anything. So we're in here and we are going to try and build something. But before that, we're just going to show you some more what's happening over here. They have given you lots of already available galleries, so you can actually pick from it. But here, as I said, we are going to build our own. So certain more areas, as I'm showing you over here in the projects, I already have created one API key over here. In the documentation, it shows you all the step-by-step. You have the Python, you have the code. You also have the step-by-step guidance on how you can actually create each and every type of tool or documents in here with Google AI. All right, so anything else we want to quickly have a look? Just wanted to quickly show you each and every area. In monitor and usage projects, monitor usage and projects, it's just give you the usage, how much you have used and what you have done so far. Okay, so I think we have seen everything, and I'm just going to quickly take you to a little bit far. Okay, yes. Okay, so to a little bit show you in action what we can do. Right, let's see. So the first thing what we're going to do is, I've just taken a quick step that I'm a beginner in Google AI Studio. Please explain what you can help me with in simple language. So it has given me all the information. So it can help me in writing prompts, explaining settings, generating code, choosing a model, and fixing errors. So I'm actually going to use my own role as a trainer and assessor, and I'm asking them 3 ways Gemini in AI Studio can save me time this week. Right. Pretty much I'm using it as a planner, and it has actually given me some strategies on how I can do that. Okay, so including instant quiz, summarizing. So I'm just going to take a leap, and I'm actually going on Google straight away, jumping from there to look at some strategies. But what I've decided is I've decided to create a flashcard quiz of 5 questions for prompt engineering topic. Okay, so I just wanted to see how effective this can be built. Now, just to give you a little bit of heads up, I am actually giving the prompt over here in the chat, but it is evaluating what type of prompt and what type of tool it is. So flashcard, it's a type of app. So automatically, even if I haven't gone to the build area, it has actually taken it as that, yes, it is an app you want to build. So it has actually taken the help of build section, and it has given me some structure. It hasn't built it though. Okay, so what it has done, it has given me a structured model of how it can be built over here. And it has taken the information from the sources. So that's what we struggle sometimes, that when we search the information, we do not get the right sources. So we can always double check the information, where the information is coming from. All right, let's move further. Using this information, I'm asking it to convert these questions and usable flashcards for my online session. Let's see what it does. So it is going to give me some information, but in a very weird way. This is what I've actually seen. So what it did, it has actually given me the JSON code. What I did is I tried to create the right tool at the wrong place. And this is what happens, right? So in order to create that particular tool, I had to actually use the right place. So what I did is I copied and I went into the build area, or of course the vibe code section, and I pasted JSON code and just quickly written a quick prompt over here by simply suggesting, can you please build a simple flashcard viewer that uses my JSON below. Okay, so, and now after pasting the whole code over here, we are going to hit build, because now we want to actually create that particular flashcard, the tool, the app, okay, that we want to build. Simple. We have pasted the code. We have actually added the prompt. Now it's time for Studio to do its job. Okay, so vibe code, it's doing its job. It's creating, it's trying to create some flashcards for me. And we will see what type of output it has generated for me. Okay. A little bit fancy, because Google is always taking another level of creativity when it comes down to, you know, working with the different instructions. So still taking time. Just gonna increase the speed a little bit. Okay, so finally, it did create some flashcards for me, all right? So it has created 5 answers, but it is, of course, you need to, in order to use it, you can actually click. It also has given me the deep dive with Gemini. So if a student is using this particular flashcard, if you are using it, you simply have to click on deep dive to Gemini to go and look at it. The different now. It also has the different devices view. So you can actually choose different devices over here. And of course, we can actually do more with either editing or anything. So it also has added features. Now, in order to do a little bit more fun stuff, what I did is I just randomly chose animate images with view over here. I know it's a completely separate section, but I just wanted to explore whether it is possible or not. So what I requested VO, with the help of VO, to add relevant images to it. So let's see if VO is doing its job or not. Okay. So what it did is actually it created a little bit of error in the beginning because, of course, VO is actually an application that takes the images and create the video, right? So I just messed with this particular application. I just want to see how these different applications, they can actually understand our instructions or prompts or not. But somehow it actually captured, it actually understood my prompt, and it did at least something. What it did, so yeah, you can basically add the image, but it actually, what it did add some images to all my flashcards. Right now I'm displaying what you can do with the dive. But see, with every single flashcard, what it did add some relevant images. It might not be so relevant at this particular stage, but it did try to add some images. Okay, can you see that? So it did try to do some work for me. So I'm just giving it a feedback. You actually followed my prompt. So just want to make it happy as well. Otherwise, it will be upset. We all know that. Unless we provide the feedback, the LLMs, they are not so confident in what they're doing for us. The next thing what I want to show you, after we have created any kind of app, now in this particular scenario, I've taken an app of flashcard. Now I just want to share this particular app with others. All right, so let's see how we can do that. So there are different options over here. You can share or publish. So you have to basically make it publish to be able to share. You can copy the link and you can share it with your friends, your clients, your stakeholder. I'm just going to go a little bit back over here. Or you can actually save it in GitHub. So if you have an account, this is a section where you can actually save it on your GitHub account. So all your applications that you're creating, that goes over there. You can download it and you can integrate it with your LMS or any other website. You can even build this particular app over here. And Jason, if you are here, I'm not so sure, but if you're listening to this, you can actually build an app over here. You can download it and you can upload it on your website as well. And you can save it for later. But this application, whatever you develop or whatever project you work on, there is one more place where it gets saved. It saves. Can anyone guess? Where does it save? Just guess for a second for me. And if you can guess, just put it in the chat. So by default, whatever you create on Google Studio, either project or an app. But yes, absolutely, you are right. So Gary is right. Now I want to quickly show you how it's saved. It actually created a Google Drive. Can you all see my folder, right? That's Google Drive. So it actually created Google AI Studio folder automatically for me. And whatever I'm going to create, it automatically saves over here. How good is that? All right. So this is called integration. This is called integrated workflow. And this is what we want in our lives, so that when we work on one thing, it automatically gets saved so that we can retrieve it where we want to from. Okay. All right. So once we have actually deployed our app, let's see what else I actually played it with. So I want to show you once again a connectivity in the workflow. Now, while we are here, I also want to show you that this is a Google Drive folder, which I'm actually showing you right now today. I haven't actually used any other platform because I also wanted to show you how you can use your Google Drive to upload the videos, and you can showcase it with your presentations as well. In here, you always have an access to Gemini. Okay, so on the side, you can always, ask questions with Gemini. Of course, if this particular video is with the captions and everything, it can summarize it for you. But right now, this video is a screen recording without any audio. So it won't be able to summarize for us. Okay, so there's one of the things, but it can definitely when you're using any platform like Google over here, Gemini can help you either finding out other video with the other name, or it can actually summarize this video, or if you want to talk more about it, it can actually do a lot of things for you. So that's the beauty of working with Google Drive as well. So with the app that we created and with the images that we have created, I want to do something else as well. So let's see what else Veo can do for us. So what we did is I actually went to the flashcard prompt, which I used, and I actually then went to the VO 3.1. Okay. And here, what I did is I actually pasted that particular prompt for the flashcard. At least I've actually chosen one flashcard to see if it goes. And I wanted to create a video for that. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to quickly repeat what I did if it went too fast. So what I did in the beginning, that flashcard which we generated, I copied the prompt from there for one flashcard, and I went to Veo back, and I actually pasted the prompt in here, and I asked it to generate the video, okay, using that particular question. I know it's a very random type of prompt. Who would think that I can create the video using the flashcard, right? But Veo tried to do something, so let's see what it did, okay? So it did try to create a video, and let's see what type of video it created. The Senior Policy Advisor in Canberra. So in here, what I also did, I added extended video prompt. So along with that particular prompt, the video which it has created, I'm going to go back over here. There was a section. So what happens is when you actually generate the videos in Veo, okay, by adding images or by adding instructions, just the way I have shown you, it actually gives you options of either retry. If it didn't actually work, you can add more instructions on the side over here, make changes, or you can extend the video by adding more prompts. And this is what exactly I did. So I added some additional prompts to extend it, and let's see what it did. Okay, so it's going to create some additional extended video, and I think that extended video is over here. Or whatever I said, I wanted to have some more. The Senior Policy Advisor in Canberra. All right. So basically, yeah. The Senior Policy Advisor in Canberra. It's okay. Okay, it's getting too excited. So basically what it did, it actually listened to me what I said, and it kept on extending the video if I wanted to. If I wanted to extend more, it could have done more. But what I really wanted to show you now is it's the application. It is designed to do what we are asking it to do. Remember, it's only going to generate the output that we are asking it to. So the skill goes to how we are providing the instructions. I want to quickly give you a little bit of more understanding of some different kind of prompts. So here I'm actually giving you an example of few shot. Okay, so here I've just simply said that I'm teaching Diploma of AI. Create a 10-second video that shows the idea of learning from few examples. So few short prompting, it's where you actually give some examples, right? So I've given instructions, start with an empty screen, then show 3 simple example cards sliding from the left. Each card has a short line. And after 3 examples, show new card appearing on the right with a bright tick to show the model has learned the pattern. So I've given some instructions for few short, and let's see if it did the job or not. Okay, so just going to quickly see. Okay, and of course it's taking its time. Okay, I'm sorry, it didn't appear. Okay, give me a sec. I think I need to bring that particular video in front of you. So I think that was left out because I actually, just give me a second. It's the video, video should be 3, yeah. This is the one.
As a senior policy advisor in Canberra.
Come on, the three dots.
As a senior policy advisor.
Okay. I think I've blocked that particular thing, but it did actually created that particular video where it actually showed the 3 thumbnails and everything. So basically, once again, going back, a little bit of disaster over there, but it's fine. Okay, just wanted to show you how you can actually do the little bit of tricks and changing that particular prompts on generating different kind of extended versions. Okay, so now, the thing is, once again, in here, if you want to share this particular video, it's kind of either you can share it with a link or you can actually deploy it. Always make sure whenever you generate anything, you have to make it published. A copy of it is always saved in your Google Drive. Okay, let's go and let's see some more things that we can do. So the next is we have actually seen how to actually generate the app, how we can actually use that particular generated app content to actually do and integrate with other app using Veo, what we have seen. Let's see what other things we can do. So I've actually brought one of the very, very basic thing on the productivity, which is calendar. Okay, so let's see how we can actually get some help from Google AI Studio to create or generate a calendar for us. So definitely we need a prompt for that. And I have used a simple prompt over here, not very complicated. I'm just asking you to plan my week in simple table, include work tasks, personal. Now see, I have actually given a very simple prompt, but I haven't given the timing. So it's considering the generic time, 9 to 5. And based on that, it's going to create a calendar for me. So let's have a look what it creates, okay? So it's actually taken a strategy of deep work windows where it's actually suggesting me what times should be good for deep work and lunch and everything and winding down. So very, very structured. And you can see each and every day it has actually generated for me with the notes for success as well. Now, the thing is, you all know that I start quite early, right? So I had to suggest it to change the timing from 9 to 5 to 6 to 2. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do over here. Okay. And I have just clicked on the run and see how it goes. It was not too bad because it suddenly went from changing the whole timetable to quickly converting it from 9 to 5 to 6 to 2. All right. So it was in a flick of a second, of course, based on now. See, I haven't actually done too much effort to fix my timetable as per my actual routine. Okay, so whatever was there, just for the demo purpose, I kept it like that. But at least it has given me a kind of real good structure so that I can work with it and how I can actually work with it to integrate it with other areas. So we'll see in a moment, okay, what we can do with the developed calendar. Now, once we have designed the calendar, let's work on the next one. I have actually given it another prompt just to make it a little bit more colorful and coding. So I believe based on this, I'm just going to add a little bit more prompt just to make it a little bit more highlighted. Okay. Now, every single time, if I'm actually working, you can see the tokens are being used. So every single thing in the free account, they give you around 1,000 credits, I believe. Yeah. So here we have actually emphasized on different color coding. So it has made our calendar more visual. Okay. Let's do a little bit more work with our calendar, because I just want to show you how you can actually connect one created document or tool with other one with you to enhance your productivity. So once we have created the calendar, and I'm just using this particular calendar for now, here we are giving another prompt. So I'm going to use the above weekly plan calendar, and I want to summarize my weekly availability based on this schedule, because I want to email it to all my students or my customers and clients or my manager and team. So simply, I'm allowing it to think that it's using its own model at the moment, auto model, and it has quickly generated an email for me along with the subject line. Now I want to create another email for my manager and team. I could have given the prompt earlier. I want to generate 2 or 3 different emails, so I could have done the same thing in one go as well. But let's go one by one. Okay, so I'm using the same weekly plan to create a professional email to update my team and my manager about my availability. So it's doing its job, and it has actually created the email for me. All right. Now we'll not get stuck over here. We'll do a little bit more work with what we have created. Now I want to use these emails to, let's say, we want to create something more. Okay. So with this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give another prompt to generate. I believe I want to create the template over here. Okay, so I want to create 2 templates, one student template and one manager availability template. And these templates then I can use with my Gmail to create the Gmail templates. Okay, that's how I'm actually going to use this particular application. So because what happens is every single time if I have to send an email, it's kind of tedious, repetitive job for me that I have to develop the email again and again. Right. So I would like to keep that particular structure because I like that structure, whatever structure you create. And then you can simply go and actually use these particular templates to integrate into your Gmail. And you can use it as a ready available template. So we'll see how we can do that. Okay, now we've got the templates ready for us. And now we are going to create a small checklist. Okay, so before we go on the Gmail, along with this particular templates, what I've done, I have actually given it a prompt, create a short checklist for my weekly work routine, and use my email templates to identify what tasks must be completed before I send these updates. And these checklists must be simple and action focused. So checklists, as we all know, they are one of the most foundational success factors when we actually use checklists on the daily basis. I've used it personally for many, many years, and most of the leaders, they do advise try to use checklists because it actually allows you to maximize your success on every single day. But the checklist shouldn't have more than 10 tasks. This is another important criteria, but that goes to the leadership course, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. The reason why, because when we have the longer the checklist, there are high chances that you're not able to complete all the tasks. So majority of the tasks that should be succumbed to what can we complete in a day. So every single day. So anyways, let's see what it did. Okay, so it has created a checklist for me. And of course, based on considering my weekly schedule and the email that I've actually created, it is creating a checklist for me. And the checklist it has created it has actually got the check boxes. All right. And it has made it really, really easy for me to understand what I should do. Okay. In terms of communication, daily execution. It looks really amazing to me. Okay, so I was really impressed with what it has created. Along with the checklist, what I did is I actually added one more prompt using the above checklist, convert it into a clean page, one-page document structure, including headings, subheadings. So I can use this as a doc and I can take it to save on my folder. Now remember, the documents and the chat that we are creating, they're not getting saved until we save them in the Google Drive. Always remember that. So there's a clear distinction of what gets saved automatically in the Google AI Studio. Okay, so until we save the chat, it doesn't get saved. So here we go. We've got different versions and we've got a clear documentation. Now I want to create this document into reusable template once again, and it has actually created an operational checklist for me. Okay, so you can actually do many things the way you want to do it. You can actually change the tonality, the language, the way it is actually being written. It's completely up to you. And of course, you can even take this and convert it into note-taking app as well. Okay, maybe we can do one separate masterclass for that. So this is where we can actually save the chat as well. So it's saving as in progress, and we can go back from here. Okay, so that's the beauty of creating or using this particular information. Very, very structured and very nice and easy go. Now, along with that, sorry, I think that was hidden. I added one more prompt over here. So where I said, using this weekly plan, now create a new weekly plan for the next week with the same structure, because I want to do something different. And we all remember that Christmas break is coming up, but I forgot over here to add that particular break holiday period. Okay, so probably I need to do a little bit of work over here. I can go and actually edit the prompt over there, or I can actually give another prompt. Okay, quickly over here. So remember, giving too many prompts also results in hallucinated outputs, but it's okay. It's not too much. I'm just changing my schedule for 2 weeks break from 20th December to 4th January for Christmas holidays. Okay, and okay. So just to update everyone that when I will be available and when I'll be not. And once we have done, we have to just click on run. In a blink of an eye, it's going to quickly create another schedule for me. And here we go. And this includes pretty much everything what I wanted. And automatically it has generated the emails as well along with that. So saving our time and of course making sure that we are getting what we want. Now we've generated calendar. Now we have actually also created the emails and everything. What else we can do to increase our productivity and save our own time? Like earlier, I used to actually plug in and take so much time in generating checklists and calendars and emails and everything. Now, the next step, which I'm going to show you, is how you can actually create Gmail templates. Okay, the same feature goes with Outlook as well, but we are not touching base Outlook today. We are touching base on Gmail. So let's see how we can actually create. So in Gmail, all you have to do is, oh, it's going too fast. You have to go in the settings. So initially, when you actually click on compose an email and you go to the options, it doesn't give you the template option. So you need to make sure either it's activated in the setting. That's why I'm showing you how to activate the template setting. So you need to go in the setting and click on see all settings. And in here, you need to go in the advanced section. And can you see here? There are some advanced tools available for you. So show the next conversation. I mean, different are there, but we are just making sure that our templates are enabled over here. The beauty of templates is that you don't have to repeat the same type of structure or the email again and again. So we are pretty much preventing RSI, okay? So once we have activated or enabled, next thing is we need to just quickly see how this particular thing works. So I'm just going to quickly show you what I've done. What I did is, and where this email came from. Remember this email, which we have actually generated over here, right? So this is what we have generated. What I did is I copied this email and I pasted in the new message box in Gmail. Okay, now I want to convert this particular message so I can retain that particular structure and I can actually send it over and over again or schedule it for later. Okay, so we'll see both the options over here. So here, when I actually click on at the bottom, the 3 dots, now you can see template. Can you see that? Yeah, towards the bottom, you see the new template and save as new template. Now you can name the template as it pleases you. I'm just going to put that as a weekly reminder. Okay. Just do this. Okay. And it's done. This template is ready for me to use it every single time that I use. Okay. So let's see, our template is ready. Our email is ready. Now I want to schedule my email at different time. Okay, so I don't want to send email today, but I want to schedule it for different time, what I can do. So I'm going to just quickly demonstrate how you can do that. So I'm just going to type this particular quick email. I'm generating one more email, create a Monday mornings update using the weekly plan. And let's quickly copy this, showing you step by step how to do that now. And maybe here. Yeah, paste it over here. In here, I've added my signature. Here, when you see the send at the bottom, it actually gives you an option to schedule. Of course, we need to enter the recipients over here. All you need to do is put the recipient and send, pick the schedule time. You can pick multiple times as well, but that's one of the ways you can actually schedule. As soon as you click on the schedule, what happens? Your email appears in the schedule folder. Can you see that? So I'm just going to repeat this particular step again, just to display once again what happens. So once you have pasted the template or whatever, if you are using the template, all you have to do is include the recipients. And just quickly towards the bottom, if you haven't added signature is important. In the send section, there's a schedule sent. Okay, so you need to add a recipient to be able to activate it. I'm just adding my name and just click on schedule sent and pick the time. Okay, I'm picking Monday morning and automatically it gets removed from the draft to the scheduled section. So automatically that email will be sent at the time that you have set. Now, one more thing I wanted to add, which is definitely not in the videos, when you are actually working on sending the emails to different recipients, right? So we do have multiple recipients. Let's say you have 1,000 customers and you want to send the same email, a promotion email. If you're working in the sales or maybe you're working in the organization, you want to send a common email to all the customers. There are multiple ways, right? So either you can actually create the CSV sheet and you can integrate it with the application, either whichever application you use. So in different organizations, we use different applications, right? We have ClearScore, we have Salesforce, we have so many other applications or platforms where we can actually send mass email. We can also send mass email using Outlook, and we can also send mass email using Gmail, but that is not included in today's session, unfortunately. But I will definitely show you how to do that as well. So CSV file is one of the files where you can actually download all the contact details, including name, email addresses, and you can actually insert the CSV file with the application so that it personalizes every single message. So we will talk about that with other platform in the other masterclass, but just wanted to give you a heads up. Yes, you can do that as well. Personalize emails to each multiple recipients and without BCCing all the emails, because that looks a little bit unprofessional. And honestly, this looks unprofessional as well when we are running organization. Hi, everyone. I think it's better all the emails should be denoted with their names as well. Okay, so that's another way. If you're using that, that's fantastic. But if not, you can find out in your organization what applications can be used to send the the same email to the multiple recipients with personalized greetings and personalized information. Okay. Now let's look at the next thing after scheduling the emails. What else can we do? So I just want to quickly also ask Google Studio how I can actually filter my Gmail. So I wanted a little bit of consultation from AI Studio, how it can actually give me some Gmail, organizing Gmail strategy. Of course, it's a kind of it's not kind of, it is an LLM, so it brings all the information from different areas to give us good information. So I'm going to quickly show you what it has generated for me. Okay, so in a moment, it has actually given me a cool strategy step by step to create the labels and how I can use different labels, different names to organize my emails. And of course, how I can actually use the proper time of checking the emails and everything. Right now, if you can see, I'm going to go back on my email, most probably to show you quickly once. It is not one of the most organized. It's a very, very basic email because I've kept it really, really simple just by the default folders. But of course, you can actually create different labels over here. By clicking over here, you can actually create different folders. So you can actually create work folder, okay, and you can simply either create the conversation history, and you can actually keep on adding as many folders or as many labels as here. You also have rules in here, which allows you to basically create. You can quickly swap some of the emails that can go straight away to certain folders as well. Okay, so simply every single email application, just like Outlook, Google has multiple options. It does require extra time from you to set it up in the beginning, but of course, now here, as I showed you, my scheduled email is appearing. And so, basically, it allows me to quickly see if any email is being scheduled. If you want to cancel the send, you can also cancel and you can reschedule as well. Okay, so some quick ways of resetting your hours so it can give you back more hours. Okay, let's go further. And we were here. So let's have a quick look at what else we can do. Now we have seen calendar, we have seen Gmail, what things we can do with a Gmail on improving the connections and workflow and how we can save time by not creating the same emails again and by creating the templates. What we can also do is we can work a little bit more with our documents. So now we're going to check out Google Drive and how we can actually work with Google Drive or Google Docs. Okay, so we're going to quickly use one blank document. And here, I'm going to paste the weekly plan that I've created, okay? I'm just quickly going to click it automatically catches the first line of the document and it creates that particular. So I'm going to quickly share and save it in my folder. You can always move immediately as you create the folder, the document. In here, the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm now going to choose Gemini to help me here. And we'll ask it to do some work for us, okay? So I want to email attachment. I want to create an email attachment, basically. So it's going to give us a little bit of idea what to do with it. Okay, it's giving me instructions. Basically, he said, I can't really attach it for you. You have to do it. Okay, so I know what to do. I can simply click on share, and either I can click and copy link. I want to attach this in my scheduled email. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to my scheduled email, and I'm going to cancel send, because unless I cancel the send, I cannot edit email at all. Here, I'm going to add that particular link over here, which looks really ugly. So I'm going to quickly copy and make it a hyperlink by giving it appropriate name, weekly schedule. Okay. And I'm going to quickly link. Remember, whenever we do this, always make sure you are going to give access to the people who are going to receive it. At least a viewer access. It's always advisable whenever you share any documents from your Google Drive, try not to give the editable access unless you are sharing it with your team to do some additions. Try to give it commentators access or viewer access. When you're sharing with team, commentators access is better than editors access. When you're sharing with others, customers, clients, or your stakeholders, just for reviewing or updating, not updating, just for reviewing or just for reference, just like the cheat sheet which I've shared with you, it does just have view access. Okay, so it avoids any disruption to whatever documents you're creating. So that's very, very important. Okay, so that is, sorry, we still need some more work over here. Okay, I think we have seen this, right? So the next thing, I still want to do some more work. I want to show you what other thing we can do with our Google Docs. Now, the same thing we can do with our other documentation like spreadsheets, Google Forms, contact forms, and so many other things. So let's see what we can do. And here, what I want to do, I'm asking it to turn this weekly planner. Be slow. I'm saying turn this weekly schedule into checklist into a table. So I want to, do some additions in the same document just by giving some instructions to Gemini on the side. Don't want to work hard. And it has actually got the structured table because I've asked it to. I can simply click on insert and it can insert in straight away in that document. Okay. Now, I can actually, this is how it's going to preview if I'm going to download it. So next thing, what I would like to do is, I think pretty much I've done this much over here. So basically what it did is actually it allowed us to see what we can actually do with the Google Drive, with the Google Gemini, and in Google, in Gmail, in Google Drive, because Gemini is embedded everywhere where your account is there. So whether it's the Google Drive, if you are in the Google Drive, just gonna quickly, here, just gonna quickly, So in here, Gemini is here. You can simply give some instructions to organize or summarize the folder. Let's see, summarize. Okay, it also can actually quickly do a quick summary of all the emails that you have. So basically, this is what we have in that particular email. I use a very basic email when I do these tutorials, just to avoid any issues with the privacy. And any single time, if I'm actually writing an email, this is one of the other things I wanted to quickly show you. So all you have to do is, this is how you retrieve your templates, right? So you click compose message, you go over here, templates, and quickly pick which template you want to choose. So what it does, it automatically chooses your subject line as well, and also chooses all your material unless you want to change anything. Of course, I just used a sample one which I created, so just wanted to see what it is. Okay, so these are some of the basics to start with when you're working with Google AI Studio. There are too many things that we can actually go ahead and we can try. Of course, in the next masterclass, I am actually basing everything on visuals. which is going to be on getting ready for the holiday and festive season. So that's coming up on 16th, right? Which is next Tuesday. If you can join, please do, because in that masterclass, we are wrapping up with some avatars. We are wrapping up our year with some great images. And also, I will be giving you some really good prompts which you can use to create great greeting cards with musical greeting cards, some songs. So we are combining all the different tools to generate something crazy that you can share with family and friends. But for today, just one more element I want to quickly wrap up with the productivity. We think that we are managing time, but so true that we can never manage time. We have to manage ourselves with the time that is available to us. Do you agree? Yeah. All right. So always think about some simplicity. We do have a very complicated life right now. Nowadays, we are pretty much occupied with so much information, including studies, work, professional development, and so much more. What I really want you to think, stop somewhere and think exactly what you are updating yourself for. You have to think of a purpose. All right. So have a purpose, but in that particular purpose, have a purpose of simplicity as well. And make sure that you give really good time to yourself and your family, because that really, really matters as well. Okay. A little bit of pep talk along with the AI talk that really, really matters. I really appreciate all your time today. Okay. Thank you very much for spending this hour with me. And if you have any questions, let's open the table for a minute or two. If you have questions, let's talk about it. And Kylie, sorry, I missed where the developer drop down is. Can someone let me know? Is Kylie still here? No, she has gone, I think. But it's okay. Any other questions? Sophie, Gail, Amanda, Gary, Rachel, Kin, Sanya, Amna, Brian, Shishir, Elizabeth, Papasan, Shivani, Jody, Sarah. Are we all okay? Did we get something out today? Yeah, I really wanted to make it really simple, because complex you get everywhere. And this is what I like to do. I want to make the things really easy. Things shouldn't be tough. Things should be simple. All right. So bear with me. I will post this particular recording and some nice, simple tools for you on the course forum. If I'm not able to do it today, I will do it maximum by Monday morning. All right. But you guys enjoy and have fun, because we are catching up on Tuesday if you can. All right. Look after yourself. Have a lovely day and have a lovely, lovely weekend. And once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Bye, guys. Bye for now. Take care. Ciao.